Right, here we are, hole number 8. I cannot believe they gave this wind for pro. This is the most absurd thing I've ever seen. As if this hole wasn't already hard enough. So you're going to want to do one of two things. You're either going to need the curling epoch with epoch 1, or you're going to need to go hook slice with extra mile. This is unbelievable. I cannot believe they set this wind up in this. This is the most absurd thing I've ever seen, to make guys do this hole with pro like this. So I'm going to play about 8 rings off my target there. Thinking somewhere around here. I don't think I went enough rings. So I was playing off the left of my bullseye and then just kind of making sure that I went, and it looks like I'm 2 or 3 rings light. So you can essentially reference aim. You could use mine as a starting point. I did not expect to see that that ring. You know what? I don't think I pulled a half a target, so I think I was off by probably 4 or 5 rings, because I don't think I adjusted other than maybe like the 3. Yeah, I don't remember even pulling 5 rings. So typically what I'll do is I'll just play the the left of my bullseye on those hook slices, and then just play the rings over top of that. And I was essentially eyeballing it. I think I only eyeballed 3. So what I'm going to do here is we're just going to pitch out. This is kind of best case scenario where I'm going to get it up to. So this is where you should be able to get your extra mile to, but keep in mind you'll probably want to go what's the word? Kingmaker here, to keep that wind down as much as possible. With the straight headwind, it's really going to make things tougher. Man, they did not think this wind through at all, because this just creates an advantage for guys with good bags to just tear it up on this course, and then the guys with weaker bags are just going to essentially just par. So this is just one of those crazy things. You'll see this is just going to roll down into the rough. You're going to need your perfect ball, or else you're going to miss all these pitches around the green. What I recommend, as opposed to forcing the issue, when I hit one of those small drives, I just lay up. You're better off just putting it down here and going for a min thorn shot is what I always do, and that's the way that I get my birdie when I need to get out of trouble. But I wanted to make sure that you guys have a legitimate guide so you can see kind of more or less the way that I go about doing this. So I'm thinking something along the lines of 1.5 topspin, somewhere in there. And then other than this, we're just going to go normal-ish rings. So maybe just slight power here. Of course, did catch a great ball. So here you can see it does leak off to the right, but you know, good opportunity if you can get that hook slice down. Make sure that you're counting, you know, you can essentially reference aim that one. It's going to play very consistent on a reference aim. Biggest thing that you just have to be careful as is to make sure that your release point is consistent. Because if you're off by, you know, each ring on extra mile is like 5 some yards. It's about 5 yards. So when you're missing even 1 ring on the edge of that hook slice, 5 yards is a big deal. 10 yards is a huge deal. So if you miss by 2 rings, you're really in trouble. So, you know, it really alters your shot. I missed by probably at least 3 or 4. I was very light on my adjustment. So as I mentioned, though, you can kind of reference aim what I did, and you can essentially just go over probably another 3 or 4 from where I was just set up at, and should be able to hit that same shot into the fairway. So good luck there with that hole. I'll see you guys on 9 momentarily.